For more than 10 years, I had one of the most exciting jobs in the world. I was a professional wedding planner, not like in the movies. It was way better. Sleek black dress, perfect for serving in the shadows like a ninja. Bat belt full of all the required accoutrements at a moment's notice. Double-sided tape, breast strips, tissue, and mini scissors. Always the mini scissors. Of course, I also had my binder full of all the important wedding timelines and checklists and things to make sure that nothing went wrong on the day. I was responsible for creating masterfully orchestrated, perfectly timed, spontaneously romantic moments. I loved being the maestra of all the details. Places, everyone, spontaneous magic is about to happen here. I was really, really good at the details. So good, in fact, at logistics that other planners began to call me the Queen of Systems. And they actually began to buy my wedding planning systems throughout Canada, the US, and Mexico. Life was good, business was booming, and before you know it, I decided that it was, things were going really, really well. Until people started stealing my work. Little things at first, it was culling my content and, magically working it into their own messages. One other planner began calling herself the Queen of Systems. And finally, I think the final note was someone copied my website, word for word, even my about page. To be fair, she did change the names and photos to protect the not-so-innocent. But I had a choice to make. This wasn't fun anymore. I either had to go all in, or I just had to let it go. And being the ninja that I am, I was all in. I decided I was going to build the world's best online wedding planning system. Now, I decided this was a 2-year system that was going to take place. And it took almost a year to find the right person for the job. But like magic, he showed up at the right price, at the right time, and began the work. The work was rolling in, and the money was rolling out, and the timelines and checklists and all the connecting dots. It was just amazing. It was a logistical dream come true. And as we neared launch date, I began pressing for those files. And that's when I learned there was nothing there. No back end, no code, no wedding planning system. For all the work I had seen, all the click and drags, there was just nothing. It was just a shell. How could this be? I saw the work. I tested it myself. Oh my God, I'm always so trusting. How could you be so stupid? And on, the self-loathing went, saying things to myself I would never say to another person. 2 years, lost revenue. All my investment gone. All I was left with was some beautiful and expensive branding for a product that didn't exist, and a bouquet of self-loathing and shame. And in that shame, I hid away. And in that hiding, how could I be so stupid? One day I was sitting with my head in my hands at my desk, trying to make some sense of this massive failure and recover some sort of lost revenue. I didn't know what I was going to do. And my husband stopped by my desk and said to me, "Honey, even flowers have to push their way through the manure to bloom." Later that same day, I saw a friend at the schoolyard, and she hugged me, and she handed me an envelope. And I opened it up, and inside there was a beautiful necklace with a lotus flower on it. And the card said, "Be like the lotus. Push your way through the mud. Rise above with clarity of heart and mind." And as I sat in that mud, and the filth that was the circumstance I'd gotten myself into, I did gain clarity of heart and mind. I think that's where you find it. It's always at the lowest point. And I learned that what seemed like a massive failure was actually a much-needed pruning in order to clear away all the brambles so that those tiny little buds could push their way through toward the light. And in fact, my new work helps me now help other people in the art of human connection push their way through the light into clarity of heart and mind. I'd like to leave you with a deeply profound statement from the Lego Movie. The prophecy is made up, but it's also true. Your belief, my belief, is made up, and it's also true. You see, I believe that the universe conspires for me. It always does. And your belief is just a perception. It's just a choice. You get to choose whatever it is that you want to believe. And your belief has the power to seek evidence, positive or negative, to prove you right every time. Your belief has the power to change everything. Change your belief, and you can change your life.